Good afternoon. We are so honored to be here today with the Women's March, for we know that when women have come together, change occurs around our nation and world. Now, I am here to do a very simple task, but complicated to some degree, and that is to present my wife and the mother of our daughter. And in that vein, let me just say that as we approach this King holiday on Monday, many over this weekend have come together to be engaged in service projects. And I want to honor all the women, not just who've been in my life, but certainly my grandmothers, my mother, Coretta Scott King, and my wife, Arndrea Waters King, and our daughter, who we're raising to be a voice for those who have no voice. Arndrea Waters King grew up in Florida, went to high school in Florida, was a leader in the student government, went to Emory University in Atlanta, and then became involved in a business, worked there for a few years, but her passion has always been for social justice. And so she worked with an organization monitoring hate crimes over 20 years ago. And she and a team of people put together one of the first hate crime summits when over 100 organizations came together to say that hate is too great of a burden to bear. But she monitored Klan organizations, neo-Nazi organizations. And today, while they still exist, we are working every day to end hatred in this nation. And so very quickly, since it's cold out here, let me present my wife, my partner, the mother of our child, and a great activist, Arndrea Waters King.
Hello. Good afternoon, and I hope that you're staying warm. I know that our bodies may be cold, but I know our souls are on fire today. Now, just a few days ago would have been Martin Luther King Jr.'s 91st birthday, and on Monday, we will all celebrate MLK Day, a day of service, a day on, not a day off, and a day that would not be possible were it not for Coretta Scott King. It's ironic that America now more than ever is challenged to realize its dream by fulfilling the dream of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. In their spirit, we can and we must work to seize the urgency of the moment. For the only way to keep from moving backwards is to keep moving forward. Eternal vigilance is the price of freedom. Now, today, this year, this decade is the time to make real the promises of democracy and to know that each of us is made by our Creator to live as brothers and sisters and to respect the dignity and the worth of every man, woman, and child, so that brotherhood and sisterhood will become more than a few utterances at the end of prayers, but a way of life and the first order of business on every legislative agenda. This year of 2020, we celebrate the 100th anniversary of women winning the right to vote. 100 years. But remembering is not enough. We must use this milestone as a time of rededication and renewal. I can hear the melodious voice of my daughter's grandmother, Coretta Scott King, reminding us once again that women, if the soul of the nation is to be saved, I believe that you must become its soul. This can be the decade that ushers in a new freedom, new responsibility for each other, and new dignity of human behavior. Today I call for you to remember the power that resides with and within each of us, to remember the power that we can embrace the vision that another world is possible. We can dare to hope again and unleash our passion to be part of the solution, not the problem. Creating a world that we have the courage to believe in. We're called to no longer be indifferent to the suffering of others. Martin Luther King Jr. talked about the triple evils of racism and poverty and violence. I know that we can eradicate these evils by a revolution of values, the embracing of peace, justice, equity, a revolution based on love, compassion, and the deep well of feminine wisdom. We can start through highlighting the beauty within and without. Express yourself beyond boundaries and limitations. Each one of us must heal ourselves and the planet, thus changing the devastating course that it sometimes appears that we are on. Creating a world we have the courage to believe in. The beloved community, a society based on justice, equal opportunity, and love of one's fellow human beings. A society in which all are embraced and none are discriminated against, where civil rights are seen and where civil rights and voting rights are seen as our birthrights, where we are free to worship without fear of intimidation, where black mothers are not afraid for their children to drive around the corner at night, and where an immigrant mother's child is sitting next to her in a crib, not a cage. Change is not based in one person or in one family. So I ask you today, what's your part? What's your part in making Dr. King's dream of the beloved community a reality? What are you devoted to? Where are you? And I would like to just close briefly with what I like to call a soul whisper entitled Today I Rise, written by Alexandra Feltner. And it goes, today I rise. The world is missing what I am ready to give. My wisdom, my sweetness, my love for and my hunger for peace. I weep with the trees and the rivers and the earth in distress. I rise and shine, and I am ready to go on my quest. Today I rise without doubt or hesitation. Today I rise without excuses, without procrastination. Today I call upon my sisters to join a movement of resoluteness and concern. Today is the day I rise and scream. Today I foresee the future of my dreams. Today is my call to action. I will fulfill my mission without further distraction. Today is the day. Today I will start to offer the world the wisdom of my heart. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Keep going. Don't ever be discouraged. Believe that we can do it. We can, and we shall overcome.